You woke up, but something already felt off. Maybe your hand reached for your phone before you even sat up. Maybe your mind started racing before your feet touched the ground. Notifications, messages, headlines, all rushing in before you had a moment to breathe. And without realizing it, your peace was already gone. It's subtle, but powerful, because the very first voice you hear in the morning often becomes the one that leads your entire day. Maybe you've been feeling this, that quiet heaviness, that sense of always being behind. Like no matter how early you wake up, your mind is already catching up to something. You haven't said it out loud, but part of you is tired of starting your day feeling scattered, pulled in 10 different directions before you've even had a chance to be still, to think, to just exist without pressure. And here's the truth most people won't tell you. If you begin your day reacting, you will spend the rest of your day recovering. Because when your first moments are filled with noise, urgency, and other people's priorities, your inner world doesn't get a voice. And slowly, almost invisibly, you lose alignment with what actually matters. So let me ask you something, not to judge you, just to help you notice. What was the very first thought you had when you woke up today? Was it peace or pressure? Was it clarity or confusion? Just sit with that for a second, because that one moment, that first thought, might be shaping more of your life than you realize. There's a detail most people overlook. It's quiet, almost easy to miss, but it changes everything when you really see it. In Gospel of Mark, chapter 1, verse 35, it says that Jesus Christ woke up while it was still dark, left the house, and went to a solitary place to pray, before the crowds, before the demands, before anyone needed anything from him. He chose silence first. And if you slow down and really think about that, something starts to shift. Because this wasn't random. It wasn't optional. It was intentional. Even with everything he carried, even with the people waiting, he didn't begin his day by reacting. He began by reconnecting. So here's the question that gently interrupts everything we've normalized. If even he didn't face the day without first finding stillness, why do we? Maybe no one ever showed you a different way. Maybe you've just been doing what everyone else does, waking up and immediately plugging into a world that never stops talking. But here's a simple picture. Think of your energy like a phone battery. If the first thing you do is connect to the wrong source, you don't get filled. You get drained faster. And maybe that's why by midday, you already feel behind. Not because you're doing too little, but because you started disconnected from what actually restores you. So this isn't about doing more. It's about starting differently. Because there is a way to wake up and not feel rushed, scattered, or pulled apart. There is a way to begin your day from a place of clarity, instead of chaos. And it starts in the quiet. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need a mountain. You don't need perfect silence. You don't need to escape your life to begin. You just need a place, a small, intentional space, where your mind starts to recognize, this is where I slow down. Because when Jesus Christ went to a solitary place, it wasn't about distance. It was about separation, choosing a moment that wasn't claimed by noise, expectation, or urgency. And you can do the same. Maybe it's the corner of your couch. Maybe it's a chair by the window before the sun fully rises. Maybe it's your kitchen table before anyone else wakes up. It doesn't have to look spiritual. It just has to feel undisturbed. Here's the shift. Your wilderness, isn't about where you go. It's about what you leave behind. The phone stays face down. The noise stays outside. The world can wait. And for a moment, it might feel unfamiliar, maybe even a little uncomfortable, because you're not used to sitting without distraction, without input, without something pulling your attention away from what's happening inside. But stay there, just for a moment longer than you normally would, because this is where something begins to loosen. The pressure, the urgency, that tight feeling in your chest you've been carrying into every morning. You don't have to fix anything yet. You're just creating space. And sometimes, that's the first release. A quiet decision that says, I'm not starting my day in chaos anymore. Just that, nothing more. And somehow, that changes everything. Now just sit. Don't say anything yet. Don't ask for anything. Don't try to fix your thoughts. Just be here. Because before words, there is presence. And most people skip this part. They rush straight into speaking, asking, thinking, without ever letting their inner world settle. And that's why even their prayers can feel crowded, like noise layered on top of noise instead of something that actually brings peace. So for the next moment, we do something different. We create a pause. Take a slow breath in. Hold it for 3 seconds. Then release it gently. Again. Inhale, hold, and let it go. Nothing dramatic is happening, but something is shifting. Your mind begins to slow. Your body starts to soften. That constant tension you carry without noticing begins to loosen its grip. And maybe thoughts are still coming. That's okay. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to fight them. You just let them pass, like background noise fading further away. Because silence isn't empty. It's space. Space where you're no longer reacting. Space where your soul can finally catch up with your body, instead of being dragged behind everything you've already started thinking about today. Stay here, just a little longer, even if it feels unfamiliar, even if part of you wants to reach for distraction. Because this moment, right here, this is your reset. A quiet, steady reminder that you are not behind, you are not late, and you don't have to rush into a day that hasn't even fully begun yet. You're allowed to arrive first. Now, gently begin to speak. Not loudly, not perfectly, just honestly, because this is the moment where you stop holding everything and start handing it over. Maybe you've been carrying the whole day in your head already. The conversations you're anticipating, the pressure you can't avoid, the things you don't feel ready for, and it's heavy, even before it begins. So instead of trying to control it, you release it. You can say something like this: God, I give you this day before it even starts. Slow down. Everything I can't predict, everything I can't control, I place it in your hands. You don't need perfect words. You just need a real moment. Because God isn't waiting for a performance. He's responding to your honesty. So continue. The decisions, the interruptions, the outcomes, I surrender them. And as you say it, notice what happens. Your grip begins to loosen. That tight pressure in your chest softens. Your thoughts don't feel as urgent as they did a moment ago. You're not carrying it alone anymore. And maybe part of you resists this. Maybe you've been used to holding everything together by yourself, trying to manage every detail, every outcome, every possible scenario, because letting go feels unfamiliar, maybe even unsafe. But right here, you're allowed to trust, not blindly, but gently, because when you surrender the day, You're not giving up control out of weakness. You're stepping into alignment. And in that alignment, there is peace. Quiet kind. The kind that doesn't mean everything will be easy, but it does mean you won't have to carry it all by yourself anymore. Now, shift your focus, not to your schedule, not to your tasks, but to what actually matters underneath all of it. Because after you release the day, something opens. A small space, a quiet clarity, a chance to choose what will lead you instead of just reacting to what comes. And this is where your direction is set. You can ask yourself, gently, what am I really planting today? Not just what you're doing, but what it's becoming. Because it's easy to spend a whole day building things that look productive, but leave your soul empty, chasing results that don't last while something deeper inside you quietly asks for meaning, for purpose, for something that actually aligns with who you are becoming. So pause here and let this question settle. Are you planting seeds only for your career, or seeds that carry into something eternal? This isn't about pressure. It's about alignment. Because when your focus shifts, your actions follow. You start moving differently, responding differently, choosing differently, even in small moments. A conversation becomes more intentional. A decision feels more grounded. Your pace becomes steadier. Not because your day is easier, but because your center is different. You're no longer chasing everything. You're anchored, and quietly, almost without noticing, something begins to take root inside you. Peace, clarity, direction, not loud, not forced, just steady. And that's how your day starts to change, from the inside out. Now, let's make this real. Not complicated, not overwhelming, just clear. Because this only works if you actually do it. So tomorrow morning, before anything else, before your phone, before the noise, before the world gets a vote in your mind, you come back to this. 5 minutes, that's all. First, go to your place, your quiet corner, the space you chose. Second, sit in silence. Just breathe. Let everything settle for a moment. Third, surrender the day, out loud or quietly, but honestly. God, I give you this day. And finally, set your focus. One thought, one intention, something that aligns your heart before anything tries to pull it away. That's it. No pressure to be perfect. No need to feel something dramatic. Just show up, because consistency creates something powerful. Not instantly, but steadily. And here's where I want you to do something with me. Not later, right now. Type this or say it quietly. I am choosing peace before pressure. Again, I am choosing peace before pressure. Let that land. Because this isn't just a routine. It's a shift. A quiet decision that says you're no longer letting the world decide how your day begins. And even if everything around you feels uncertain, rushed, or unpredictable, something inside you is starting from a different place. And that changes more than you think. Little by little, morning by morning, something is aligning, and you'll feel it. Just stay here, a moment longer. You don't have to move yet. You don't have to rush into anything. This is where it settles. So let's pray, simply. God, I'm here. No pressure, no performance, just presence. You see everything I'm carrying, even the things I haven't said out loud, the thoughts that kept me up, the weight I woke up with. And I don't want to hold it all by myself anymore. Pause there. Breathe. I invite you into this day, into every moment I can't predict, Every conversation I can't control, every detail I would normally try to manage on my own, I place it gently into your hands. Let your shoulders drop. I release the pressure to figure everything out, and I receive your peace instead, not loud, not overwhelming, but steady, covering my thoughts, calming my body, guiding my steps in ways I don't have to force. Stay with that. And even if today isn't perfect, even if things don't go the way I expect, remind me that I'm not alone in it, that you are with me, before me, and within me. Just sit in that truth. I choose alignment over anxiety, trust over control, and peace over pressure. Let that be your anchor. Order my steps, quiet my mind, and help me move through this day with clarity, with grace, and with a steady heart. Now just breathe again, slowly, because something has shifted. Not everything around you, but something within you, and that's where it begins. Before you go, just notice, not everything around you, but what's happening inside you. Your breathing is slower. Your thoughts feel a little more spaced out. That pressure you woke up with isn't as loud as it was, and maybe nothing external has changed, but you have, even if it's subtle, because you didn't start your day the way you usually do. You paused. You chose something different, and that choice matters more than you think. Because days like this, they build, quietly, consistently, one morning at a time. You don't need an hour. You don't need a perfect routine. You just need a moment, like this, 5 minutes where you return to yourself and reconnect with God before anything else tries to define your direction. So tomorrow when you wake up, before the phone, before the noise, before the rush begins, come back here, to your place, to the silence, to the surrender. And if this moment helped you, even a little, just make a small commitment, not to me, to yourself. You can even say it quietly, I'll give myself 5 minutes tomorrow. That's it. And if you want something to help you stay consistent, something simple to guide you step by step, you can check the Solitude System checklist in the description. No pressure, just support, because you deserve to start your day with clarity, not chaos, with peace and not pressure. And maybe, just maybe, tomorrow won't feel like something you have to survive. It might feel like something you're ready to step into. And later today, it might get loud again. Things will come up. People will need things. Plans might shift in ways you didn't expect. That's normal, because this isn't about creating a perfect day. It's about carrying a different center into an imperfect one. And somewhere in the middle of it all, you might feel that old pressure trying to come back. The rush, the tension, that familiar sense of being pulled in too many directions. When that happens, don't panic. Just return. Not physically, but internally. Take one breath, slow, intentional, and remember what you did this morning. You created space. You released control. You chose peace. That didn't disappear. It's still available. Right now, even in the middle of noise, you can whisper it again. God, I'm still here. Just that. Because reconnecting doesn't require starting over. It just requires a moment of awareness. A small pause where you stop reacting long enough to realign with what you already chose earlier. And suddenly, things don't feel as overwhelming. Not because the situation changed, but because you did. Your pace softens, your thoughts clear, your responses feel less rushed, more grounded. This is how it continues. Not perfectly, but consistently, returning again and again, And each time you do, that alignment gets stronger, that peace gets steadier, until one day you realize you're no longer just practicing this in the morning. You're living it. Tomorrow morning, something can be different. Not everything, not instantly, but something real. Because you're not waking up the same way anymore. You're not reaching for noise first. You're not handing your mind over before you've even had a moment to arrive. You're choosing a different beginning, and that changes who you become. Maybe no one around you will notice right away. Your schedule might look the same. Your responsibilities won't disappear. But internally, something has shifted. You're becoming someone who starts with peace. Someone who doesn't rush into pressure. Someone who knows where to go before the world starts pulling. And that identity matters, because the way you start your day quietly shapes the way you live your life. And over time, what felt like a small decision in the morning becomes a steady transformation in how you think, how you respond, and how you carry yourself through everything. So let's anchor this, not just as an idea, but as a decision. Type this or say it slowly. I start my day with God, not the world. Again, I start my day with God, not the world. Let that settle, because this is your moment. Not a big, dramatic change, just a quiet commitment that tomorrow morning, before anything else, you will choose 5 minutes of stillness, surrender, and alignment, even if it feels small, even if it's not perfect, even if part of you resists. And if you're ready, take it one step further. Commit to this for the next 5 days. Just 5. No pressure. Just consistency. Because something is already shifting. You can feel it. And tomorrow morning, you won't just wake up. You'll wake up different.